Hey everyone, welcome to the Hobbystreakers, episode 14?
15.
15? Jeez.
15.
15?
It says 15 on the Google Doc.
15! Yoo-hoo! So, episode 15, yay! First episode of 2022. Happy New Year. As usual, my co-host, Liam.
Hello.
Hello. So, Happy New Year, man.
Happy New Year.
Yeah.
Fresh out of retail hell and into the new calm periods.
Well, you guys had was yesterday supposed to be off for you guys, like?
Oh no
Boxing Days or something?
Yesterday was technically a bank holiday.
Bank holiday, yeah.
But if you work in retail, that means
that means jack shit, yeah. Yeah, it does not mean anything at all. I'm pretty sure, yeah. Yeah.
So I had a quieter than normal Monday.
Okay.
And that's about it.
So you're yeah. Oh, yeah. Usually that's how it goes. Alright, well, let me open my doc on this so that I don't have 20 billion things. 15, yeah. Jeez. Alright, so what for those joining us for the first time, we talk hello, welcome. We talk about the hobby streak. The hobby streak is basically doing 30 minutes of hobby every night for the longest streak possible. Today, Liam on 1517. Really impressive. That's 4 years if you don't want to count. Plus a few days. A few weeks already, probably. So, yeah, pretty awesome. I am on 350, which is getting close to my 1 year. Yay!
Yeah.
Well, yeah, so next podcast will be the day before my 1 year anniversary, basically. Because it's going to be 360. No,
364.
64, yeah. So, yeah. Too bad. So, anyways, alright. Well, so what did you do for Christmas, man? What? Because we left you guys, everybody, right before Christmas, so how was your Christmas? Good?
Yeah, it was a good time. I had my brothers, my sister-in-law, my aunt, and my cousin over for Christmas dinner.
Okay. That's
yeah.
good.
That's good. Actually properly hung out with them in
a
year and a half.
Like everybody, yeah.
So
yeah.
It's nice to see them, like, have everybody all in the same place.
Oh, of course, yeah.
I mean, the last time I saw most of them was my brother's wedding, which was...
Yeah. That's what I was gonna say, like, you say your sister-in-law is your new sister-in-law.
Yeah.
So, that's pretty cool. Yeah, we've got lots of snow here over Christmas and New Year's, and there's still snow outside. It's been crazy.
Oh, it thought about snowing today.
Yeah.
There was about 4 fat flakes just, and then it was like, nah, mate, I'm just gonna go back to rain. I was like, cool, thanks.
No, we got like, I don't know, a few centimeters, like 20 centimeters probably. Yeah, like shit. That's 5. 2 is 5, so 2 is 5. 4 is 10, so 8 inches roughly. Probably 8 to 10 inches, 20-25 centimeters of snow. Yeah, no, it got pretty crazy. Stuff were closed, like the roads were closed and everything. So yeah, it was a bit of a.
No, the last few days here, it's been like in the tens degrees Celsius.
Wow, that's nice. Yeah.
Which has been weird because it's January.
Yeah, I know. It was like family and friends are saying that it's freaking hot as hell. Like it's 20 something degrees Celsius. It's just crazy. It's been super hot. It's just nuts. So yeah.
I mean, Saturday, I was thinking about doing some priming when I got home from work, and
wow, that's how nice the weather was. Jeez.
The weather heard me and started raining as soon as I left. So
of course,
that didn't happen.
Yeah.
So lol jokes. You live in Britain. Get over it.
Yeah.
But yeah. Okay. Cool.
I did change my tires too. That was the big thing I did.
Put the winter air in, yeah.
Well, they're all season tires, but they're not the winter tires, but they're already day and night compared to what I had before. I mean, yeah, I could barely get out of my driveway before because I was just sliding all over the place. Then I changed the tires, and all of a sudden it's like, oh, that's what it's supposed to be like.
Grip's a thing.
You're supposed to be able to move forward when you press the accelerator. That's how it works. So yeah, that was pretty nuts. I realized really like how bad my tires were just before. So I'm pretty happy about that. Yeah, and that's about it. I mean, like we had a quiet Christmas, a quiet New Year. I mean, I didn't even stay up until midnight. I just went to bed. I'm an old man now. I don't do the whole staying up and all this. Yeah, I'm like, yeah. I wake up every day at 5 o'clock. Well, actually 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock Texas time, but my time is 4 o'clock. And so, yeah, so I'm like, yep, nope. I'm tired. I don't want to stay awake and all this. There's no point, so. But, yeah, well, other than that, yeah, my mom is here, so that was pretty good. She's been here for months now, almost. Yeah, almost a month. That's pretty good. And, yeah, that's about it. I mean, it's just been quiet. It's just been really quiet. So, for Christmas, I got, and I don't know if probably you cannot see it with the thing. I don't even know where I am anymore. Well, so this camera is attached now to a plate and an arm attached to the ceiling of my little hobby room. So that's one of the things that I got for Christmas that my wife bought with our money. And I was like that. It's always been like it's always so funny because I'm like, yeah, I bought her a gift too with our money. So it's like, is it really? Did I just gave myself a gift basically? Well, anyways, so I got that. I got my God Hand snippers, woohoo, which were not supposed to arrive until after Christmas, but ended up arriving, I think, the day before or something like that. So that was
nice.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I was like, ooh, yay! So yeah, I did a video on the nippers. So yeah, pretty happy about that. And I got my mat for my resin printer. The silicone mat, which we'll talk about when we talk about 3D printing. But all in all, pretty basic stuff. Pretty happy. Yeah. What did you get? Hobby related or not?
Well,
if
everything goes well, you should be able to see a higher quality of what I'm painting with my hands, because in front of my face here I have a shiny Logitech StreamCam HD.
Whoop whoop.
So that's 1080p, 60 FPS. That can.
Yep.
Yeah, so.
Nice.
You're going to be able to see what I'm doing a lot better than.
Yeah, that's cool.
Me remembering to put my phone on charge after I get home from work and hoping that it's got enough battery to record a podcast episode.
And recording via Skype instead of
recording via Skype.
Yeah, so and then this one
Rather
now
than
you're
the raw
recording.
file.
You're recording directly yourself. So yeah.
So I'm leaving you guys with my face via Skype. So
yeah. So now we're recording, and so as you can see, also I've changed. But the camera is not new, but because I've got a nice arm attached to the ceiling now, I figured that was the right time to switch to using it. So you should have 2 pretty good quality videos for our hands and our faces.
You don't need to see our faces.
Yeah, our faces still through our friends at Skype. But yeah.
Skype. Not even once.
So what are you doing today? Looks like you're still doing terrain.
Sorry.
What else did you get? Any other hobby stuff?
I got some nice toys. So I'm gonna put this down because I get to reach under my desk now and stuff. So it's just.
Well, wait. You have a toy under your desk? Maybe I don't want to know.
I've got several toys under my desk. So we've got for the camera. So this is the Warhammer Day Vampiress.
Oh, the vampire lady. Yeah, she was okay.
Yeah, it's just out of the two models.
Out of the two models, she was the one. Yeah, she was the best one.
She was the one that got a positive score. I got a shit ton of biscuits.
Fudge. Sorry. That's not gonna. That's
hey, JG.
Yes. Oh, dragons! More dragons! Dude, you're disappearing completely. Oh, here we go. You're back. With your new camera background thing, you're just disappearing, man.
And some annihilators. They're big chunky boys that hit people with hammers.
Right now they're okay. They're coming in and out of camera, but yeah. Alright, cool.
So
yeah, I didn't get any models.
What I'm gonna try and do is I'm trying to get the stuff that I've got built and primed, painted before I build and prime those. Is my plan.
Okay.
That will last until I get distracted by something shiny.
Well, we'll talk about the news, but was there any shiny stuff in the news that?
There's shiny stuff in the news, but it's shiny stuff that I can gird myself against the temptation of.
Okay, yeah, all right. That's good.
For now.
For now.
I've got at least a couple of months before I get distracted, so.
All right. Well.
Here's hoping.
Yeah, I got distracted. Got distracted again. Damn it.
Ooh, squirrel.
No, it's like, ooh, shiny metal. Could you imagine me saying shiny metal? Well, we'll talk about it in the news, but yeah, Silver Bayonet came out with Wave 2. And Wave 2 is coming out to me. So yeah. Because I am pretty happy about Wave 1, so yeah.
Do you know the other really good thing about this camera?
No.
Is it's got a wider field of vision.
Yeah, cool.
So I'm not going to just keep randomly pulling what I'm painting out of shot for the entire episode.
Alright, so this guy...
Actually going to be able to see what I'm painting.
It's nice.
Hmm?
This guy on the box art did not paint it properly. Because on the... Alright, so I'm... Unless you're done, we can talk about... Unless you're not done, we can talk about what we're actually painting today. And I'm painting... You done? That's all you got?
I'm done.
You're done?
I'm good.
So today I'm painting Blade. And I'm looking at the box. And so on the box art, he's got... The inside of his coat is red. And the outside is black.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the inside of his collar and his, like his jacket is turned in the front, like the flap is turned and the collar is up.
Yeah.
The inside is red too. Not on the paint job. That's... No! I'm sorry, no. And I was about to paint the inside and I'm like, isn't that supposed to be red? So I'm gonna paint those red. And I think it's gonna look a lot better too. So, yep. Anyway,
send AMG a strongly worded letter.
Oh yeah, no. We don't do that anymore. We do Twitter now.
Ah.
I'm gonna send a strong worded Twitter because I'm not hiding at all behind a freaking... Anyways, let's not talk about that. Let's not get upset.
Tweet to save lives.
Jeez. Well, so I've posted some stuff today on the Facebook, if you guys have seen, and I'm like, let the fight and basically all the issues and stuff start and all the conversation and all this, and I have not looked at them yet at all, but I'm expecting to be a lot of backlash on what I posted today. Not from me, from the company that posted it today too, but we'll get to it in the news. But yeah, it's just been crazy. We'll see. I have not looked at it yet. But yeah, so painting Blade, as always, some character from Marvel Crisis Protocol. So yeah. Oh, man. The sculpt is awesome, by the way.
I am back once again, distracting myself from going mad painting
Secret Project.
Same color scheme.
So when is that Secret Project coming out?
If I wasn't doing this today, I'd be finishing that off.
Oh, come on again. I messed up. That's twice. Alright, so you're pretty much done. That's what you're saying.
I'm pretty much done. I've got a final pass of tidy ups, a dry brush on the base, and the base rim.
Well,
and then we're done. So I've been recording that with my new camera, so there should be soon.
So can we talk about your secret project now, or is it not gonna be available?
Depends how long it takes me to edit the video.
Okay, so you want to have the video out before we talk about it on the podcast?
Yeah.
Okay, no problem. We can do that.
Although, I will say, I did mention actually what it was by name out loud on an earlier podcast episode. So.
Okay. Huh. Did somebody catch it?
Nope.
Nice.
Which means that, if you want to look clever, go back and watch some old podcast episodes.
Alright, cool. Alright.
Comment on them, and then JJ will message me going, somebody's guest.
So, we've both listed, well, because today's episode is going to be on what we did the past year, but we still did some stuff past 2 weeks that might not be on the because again we're the 4th of January. So the past 2 weeks I have had, well, I put issue with printer for a change. Man, I was going nuts. I was going crazy. I was trying to level my printer and print and doing all this stuff, and it was just keep messing up. And I was like, what the hell is wrong with this thing? Why I cannot print and everything? And I even put it up to the community and all this and blah blah blah. And everybody was like, man, that's so weird. And have you tried this? And have you tried that? And I was like, man, I tried everything. Like, what the hell is wrong with this printer? Until I realized that the extruder, the heating element of the extruder was actually completely off and dangling from the print head. And I'm like, I've watched this thing print and I've looked at it so many times and everything. How the hell did I miss that? It was just not fitted properly. But anyway, so
that sounds pretty mission critical.
Yeah, well, yeah, when all the freaking pieces are just basically like all of the sticking out a good centimeter and some change. And I'm sorry about the heater if people can hear it, but it is freaking cold, so I am leaving the heater on. I am not gonna turn it off. But yeah, so I mean, it was just like sticking up. The two screws that are holding the extruder heating element were just completely off. Like literally, they were not even screwed in anymore. I mean, it was just crazy. I was like, what the hell is wrong with this shit? And yeah, so put it back in, fixed it, ended up re-screwing everything, like tightening up all the screws and everything. It took me a good probably hour to just go through everything and now it's spinning fine. But yeah, I was going crazy. I was like, what the hell is wrong with this? So yeah. Now I've worked a bunch on well, so I finished Jean. She's over there. Well, finished. She's finished except
the base.
Oh, you just won a gold star.
Yay! So I like prizes.
Well, actually, the base is almost. I've put the first layer on the base. Come on, it's better than I usually do. So, hey, he's done. I even finished the base on cable from last time. So that's yeah. So I finished Jean. I did finally finished the diorama for the little Mandalorian thing that I've made. Really happy about it. So I thought that was really cool. I was really happy. It's gonna be a gift for a friend. She is a huge fan of Star Wars. And yeah, so I've made this guy a lot bigger at the time because I didn't have but little Yoda, Grandpa Yoda, reaching out and lifting the X-Wing out of the swamp. So I've made a big diorama of that. Huge diorama of that because I did not have my resin printer at the time. So I did it all in FDM. Took me a couple of times to print Yoda to a quality that I liked. So yeah. So I've done that. And so now this year she's getting Luke fighting the little
Dark Troopers?
Death Troopers, I think they're called. Death Trooper, Dark Trooper. I think the Dark Trooper are just normal, like normal soldiers. They're in Legion. I think they're called Dark Trooper. But they're just they're just like taller guys and all this. Those are robots.
Yeah, I forget which way round it is.
Yeah, I had to look it up. I was like,
one of them are the guys that Krennic has in Rogue One, and the other ones are the robots.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, that's pretty much what I did, and then I did a lot of the Silver Bayonet. I painted the first character for the Silver Bayonet. There he is, and that is my veteran hunter from the French unit. I've assembled all of them on bases, 3D printed bases. I've primed all the French unit, and I've started painting this guy. And then I started working on... I printed a whole bunch of wolves and werewolves. Well, two werewolf and 12 wolves. Because there's a guy that made a file online on the Facebook of the Silver Bayonet, and basically saying that if you play those, the solo campaign, or if you play multiplayers, blah blah blah, how many you can encounter of each of the types of enemies. And so the wolf were 12 and the werewolves 2, so I basically like the maximum, so that's what I did. And so yeah, they are turning out great. I'm really, really happy how they're turning out. I've used a technique that is from... I don't think this one is Duncan Road, but I think it's the new guy at GW that's doing the painting videos. Like just the basic videos.
Yeah.
Well, he's not a new guy. Yes, thank you. He's not a new guy, but he's the one that took over, basically, Duncan's video. Yeah. And so, I've used a modified version of the one that he did for Fenric, I think. Wolf, or something like that, for like 40k.
Oh, Thunderwolves or Fenrisian Wolves.
Yeah, Fenrisian Wolf. So I used kind of like what he used for that, and yeah, so using contrast paint, and they turned out really great. I still have a few. It's still not there. I was like, I still have a few things to just tidy up and everything. I've started working on the base already. On the bases, I should say, of all of them. But yeah, so I'm still working on those. I wanted to see if I was like, am I gonna finish them today? During the stream, and then I'm like, well, during the recording, and then I'm like, maybe not, like, because I would like to. I've actually recorded all of it, like all the painting on those, so I am thinking about definitely doing a video for that, so yeah. But they're taking a long time just because there's so many of them. Because I mean, if I was painting just one of those, like 10 minutes, you're well, not 10 minutes, but see what I mean? Like you'll be done really quickly. But yeah, it's taking a while. Because you do one, and then you do another one, and you do another one, and you do another one. But yeah, and so once I am done with those, I will be continuing on the characters to try to finish the French unit pretty quickly. And yeah, so... And then I'll do probably the British. And then I'll do the Spanish, or maybe one of the new ones if they arrive by then. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, so that was my 2 weeks. What did you do the past 2 weeks?
So I finished the 4th of 5 units for the secret project. Built the vampire lady, and I am 98% the way through the 5th unit, and that's it. That's been my 2 weeks. I've been
yeah. Again, like painting units takes forever.
And I mean, I'm trying to push my painting ability with and like the level of detail I can do with this project as well. So it's taken me a long time because I'm trying, as it were.
That's good.
So there's not been a whole lot.
Well, it's still. So what have you tried then? What's something new that you tried the past 2 weeks? Except the video, while the camera and all this.
Yeah. So apart from like the camera, I for the secret project, I got some old paint out that I bought for some project that I don't think I've ever actually got round to painting.
Okay.
And I used some of that. So Workshop used to do a line of technical gemstone paints.
Okay, what do you call gemstone paint? Like to paint like rubies and stuff?
Yeah.
And just precious rock and...
So you've got... Where are they? Which box are they in? So you've got Waystone Green.
Okay.
And Spirit Stone Red are the ones that I've got. I think there's a couple
and
of
so
other
what's
colours,
so peculiar about those? Like what's the big deal about those paints?
They're semi-metallic and kind of... They're quite heavy.
Okay.
So what you do is you sort of take a dollop, you put them in one corner of the bit that you're trying to gemstone up. Take a big dollop, put it in the corner, and then sort of like drag it across.
Oh, and it does that shine effect?
Yeah.
Cool. So why did they stop making them? Were they replaced by
Games Workshop reasons?
Okay, because it's not like, oh, now we're making this paint, so this is becoming obsolete, or is it just we've just stopped making those because not a lot of people was buying them, and probably.
Who knows?
Alright, well.
It's not like they ever actually tell us why they stop selling stuff.
Oh, well, yeah, why they do stuff, yeah, no, they don't do that. That would be crazy.
So sometimes we're lucky if we even get told it's going off of sale. So I know they told everybody that they were getting rid of the glaze line that they did.
Okay.
So
that was a while back, no?
There was a while back, yeah. So there's, I think, Valrak. I don't know if you know Valrak.
Nope.
He's a 40k YouTuber, which is probably why.
Yeah. But are you saying I do not follow 40k?
I am.
That's shocking.
This yellow glaze that they did was a primary method of how he was painting his army, so he went and bought an entire case of them.
Oh, and he's still using it?
I don't know.
Well, but
I assume so.
He's got enough for an entire lifetime, basically.
He should have enough to carry him through.
Nice. Well, good on him. That was a smart move.
Saves having to mix your own glazes.
Oh yeah, for sure, yeah.
Keeps the colour consistent.
Well, yeah. Okay, well, so...
Shout outs!
Oh, shoot out. I forgot the shout out.
I
Well,
thought I'd get in there before we moved on.
yep. No, definitely. I completely forgot. So first of all, I would like to say that there are tons of people, and I actually did a post about that on Twitter, that just started the hobby streak.
Oh yeah.
1st of January, pretty much. So
It's that first day back in the gym in the new year sort of feel at the moment.
So I want to see, like, cause I did not see that many turning 365 on New Year's Day. So I'm guessing not that many.
I've got.
I got two that are, yeah.
I've got two.
I got two that have, yeah. I got two also that have 365, and I'm not even sure, like, on the actual.
Oh no! This was a couple days ago. This was
So
this was midway through last week. So
I'm not even sure, like, those were actually the first of January. But I mean, there's a few people that, you know, they've tried. So you know, and even if they don't make it after a year, if they make it like 200 days, 100 day, or a week, or a few days, or whatever, and they pick it up again. I mean, we've seen that countless times. You know, like, well, one of the shout out today on mine is actually, I think he was getting close to a year and then dropped, and now he's back to 200, I think, or 100. So yeah, 100 days. Yeah. So let me go. Eric Katz, 100 days. So that's him. Spino Dust, 200 days. SGDK, 1 year. Bionic Soup, 200 days. Wolf 1D, 200 days. Vanillus, 100 days. Kana King, 1300 days. 1,300. So he's trailing you close, man.
That's Nathan, isn't it?
I do not know.
Nathan Ballard.
Solis, 32, 1 year. And Bones Jones, 69, 100 days is the one that I have. I might have missed a few because I've been not doing much of the Twitter over the break. So yeah, I might have missed a couple, but yeah. So congrats, guys, and then all the people that started, they're on their first, second. Well, by the time this comes out, should be about a week. Congrats if you're still doing it, if you're still following it. Awesome. Keep going, man.
Stick with it.
Yep. Enjoy. And if you drop it, pick it up again. Don't worry about it.
I'm not going to send the hobby streak police around your house. It's all good.
No, no. We don't do that. We don't do that here. So, yeah.
My guys, Instagram posse.
All right.
We've got Jdvpaints with a 400-day streak.
All right.
We've got Jamdeham with a 200-day streak, making us all feel very hungry. Got Grab_minis with 1 year.
Whoop, whoop.
We've got the man, the myth, the legend, Haradrel, who is got to his 365 days, his 1 year.
All right. Cool.
He's stopping doing his a streak as a formal thing, but he's still planning on doing a little bit of painting every day.
Okay.
So, big props to him for making it to the year. And again, he's been going back, and when he hits a day, he's been going back on that day's tag and liking stuff on that. So it's been a nice nostalgia trip for me to remember what I was doing at that particular point in my hobby streak as well. So apparently this time in my streak, I was painting Age of Sigmar Witch Elves.
Cool.
So,
yeah.
Got that. We've got Ark Magos,
All right.
who's in our Discord. He's reached his 730, 2 years.
Oh, I missed it on. I must have missed it on Twitter then. Sorry.
He's not on Twitter, I don't think.
He's not on Twitter. No,
I don't think.
Huh.
I don't think so.
Oh yeah, probably.
He's on our Discord.
Yeah.
Join our Discord. Simon says, make paint play.
Okay. Yeah.
365 days. Whoop 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 whoop.
1 year. Good job again.
And OP for TAC Minis. 700 days.
Nice.
Coming up on the 2 years.
Oh, so those are people that started around New Year's Eve 2 years ago.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
So yeah,
Nice.
it's good to see so many new people joining in on Instagram as well. So
yeah, cool. Well, kudos to all of you, and
welcome to the gang.
Keep going. Enjoy.
The only rule is enjoy what you're doing. Don't stress out about it.
Yep.
Shouldn't be a second job. It's a hobby.
Yep.
It's meant to be fun. The whole thing is just here to get you to actually
sit down, relax, do something else.
Sit down, relax, do some painting, and
or something else.
Pile of potential build up.
This is the thing. I'm not seeing that many people doing other things than what we're doing, like miniature painting and assembly. There's
somebody on Insta's just started doing some crocheting.
Please, more people like this. Like this, where it feels a little bit restrictive. Like my wife actually asked me last time. She was like, "But," because she does a lot of art stuff. She's the artistic person in the house. Definitely not me. She can actually do the like tableau and painting and whatever, all the different medium and acrylics and oils and so, and she was asking like, is it only like miniature painting? And I'm like, no. Like, if you're doing she's also doing like Japanese what's it called, like a planner.
Okay.
But it's a Japanese planner called an obonichi, and she does and the paper quality and all this makes it so that you can actually paint on the pages and draw and do all those kind of things. So a lot of people are doing illustrations and things like this in their obonichis, and so she's doing that as well.
Cool.
So I was like, yeah, no, if you do your obonichi, if you do this and that, you should, like, this is.
Yeah, I mean,
this
just because it started as like mini painting.
Yeah, but it's hobby, like not all people. Well, so if your hobby is killing people, don't post. We don't want to see that. Don't try to do a streak. Don't do that. That's not right.
That's illegal.
That's illegal, yes. First of all, yeah. And it's just not right to start with, and then it's illegal. But yeah. No, but if you're doing crochet, if you're doing, I mean, some people have posted they do D&D characters, like drawings and stuff, and so yeah, like a lot more people should do that. It's awesome.
At the end of the day, the whole thing was created by Mr. Terminus like fucking 4 years ago, as a thing to get him and his mates to get the stuff they had accumulated
painted
done. So long as you're taking a backlog of material that you've collected and doing something with it, that counts.
Yeah. So yeah. Well, so shout out again to all the people we mentioned and all the future people that are just doing the hobby streak and just having fun. So
Yeah. Look forward to mentioning everybody
yeah, at one point
in
or another.
shows to come.
Yeah. All right.
What am I
So
actually doing now?
did we talk about what we tried? Yes, we did.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So, well, let's get to the main topic then, which is gonna require us to stop what we're doing and actually look at our papers because, man, there is a lot. We did a streaker poll as usual, where we asked people how they felt about their year. Like, did you overachieve, underachieved? Did you pretty much do as much hobby as you thought you were gonna do? Like, where do you fit in all this? Like, did the hobby streak help you out, kind of thing? Basically, that's what I wanted to see, like how people felt like they've accomplished, and I'm guessing because of the hobby streak. I mean, that's what most people. That's why I put the tag hobby streak, but for the year, and so most people thought that they over delivered on their hobby expectation for 2022. So I was
a nice way of phrasing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I mean, like 2021. Sorry, not 2022. Like if you already over delivered, I mean that's 4 days, dude. You're
don't peak too early.
But yeah, so they all like everybody kind of went, oh, I've over delivered, and I was really surprised about that because I definitely was not expecting that. Like I was expecting a lot of people was gonna be like more on the side of yeah, not so much, like just about what I expected or lower. But actually, like if you look at here we go. So
yeah, but then you looked at what you'd done and went, holy shit.
Yeah, exactly. And so I think that a lot of people, like, because I did this before I did my list, and I thought I over delivered, but not as much as I thought I actually did. So 17% under delivered, 17% about what they expected, and 58% over delivered. So when you think about, like, if you put the 58 and the 17% together, about what you expected and over delivered, yeah, that's nice, and then there was 8% that says new to the hobby, so undecided. So they're not done it long enough to be like, oh, my year of hobby, just I've done this and this and this. So yeah, it was fun to do this, and then we did our list. So who do you want to go first?
You are currently above me on the
list. Paper, so I need to go.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Let me try to finish this.
Oh, okay. I was trying to steal because I didn't think you had a paintbrush in your hand.
Yep. I don't anymore. Well, I still do. But so, I started my hobby streak. Well, today, so on the 19th of January. Why? I don't fucking remember. I cannot remember why I started. Like, what was the main reason behind? I don't know. Like, I thought I probably was thinking like, oh, you know what? Let me try to do a hobby streak. Let me try to do some hobby every day, and have fun. So I started doing that, but before I started, and I'm sorry, I need to put some. Like, here we go, because there was a brush stroke that was not supposed to be there. I had to cover it. It was driving me insane. I'm sorry. So, I started with Mice and Mystics. I've painted the initial one, and then we got the expansion and I started. So I primed them literally beginning of January is when I primed them. And I ended up finishing painting them, what, a month ago? So that was, when I saw this, like, I'm like, really? It took me a year to freaking paint them, but yeah, so I painted them, and then they were left, and then the bases were not done, and then
you didn't do the bases.
Yeah, surprise, huh?
That's
and then
not
I realized that I have one that I missed, a little frogman. So that little frogman still doesn't have a base done, and there is a bug guy that I completely missed. So I still need to finish those two guys, but yeah.
Go get that done. Go be it for your year.
I
Day 306.
I finished Kingpin, which was my first mini where I went, like, I took a lot of time to paint him. I stripped and reprimed the Rubble Legion that I had, the core set, because I didn't like the way they were with the contrast paint. It was just not good. And I ended up doing a weird two-tone color thing with ink, like a sepia ink. So they're still not painted, but yeah. I did She-Hulk, Marvel Crisis Protocol, Vader from Legion, Star Wars Legion, with a nice OSL on it, Wolverine, Daredevil, Punisher, Marvel Crisis Protocol again. That's a recurring theme. I did a whole, actually probably two Frostgrave Warbands, which are fully painted now. I still have a few characters to paint, like actual wizard and apprentices. So wizards and apprentices that I need to do, but I've made good progress on that. Plus a couple of zombies, ghouls. I painted those as well. I still need to finish a lot of the bestiary, which I'm still working on, and some skeleton and things like this that I've not painted for that yet. Bullseye, which again, Marvel Crisis Protocol, an Amazon Angel. So I basically created on Heroforge an Amazon with a shield and a sword and big wings, and basically that was my gift for Valentine's Day to my wife. It was like supposed to be a heroic representation in a way, blah blah blah. So, and I painted that and gave it to her on Valentine's. I've actually ended up reprinted that one since I didn't have a resin printer at the time, so I had to print it bigger, and it took me forever. I think it took me 7 or 8 prints until I got to something that I was happy with. Just trying to do the supports and angle it and everything so that I would get as many details as I could possibly get with an FDM. So yeah. Then what else did I do? So Wasp, Marvel Crisis Protocol, 2 models, a tiny one and a regular size one. Wong, Storm. I did the shelf for where all my minis are. If you've seen pictures on Twitter about my hobby space, you've seen the shelf. So I designed that and printed that 3D. Magneto, I started on a bust, which I always said I wanted to finish it for this year, which I didn't. So I under-delivered on that one. Yet. Well, for last year. But okay. I have not finished it. But yeah, I started on it, but it's a proper giant. Like, she's like, yeah. Yeah, she is. Yeah, it's a really nice one. But yeah, I don't know. I need to concentrate on that and actually on that. But there's probably a few hours on this already, but yeah, it's gonna take a while. Medusa, Cyclop, Sabertooth, Lockjaw, Toad, Enchantress. So, Marvel Crisis Protocol again. Lots of Frostgrave terrain. I mean, a lot. Like, the whole shelf underneath over there. Some of it was already... most of it was already printed. I printed a lot of it, too. And then I primed and actually painted a lot of it. So, that took me quite a while to do. Re-stripped and redid one of the Marvel Crisis Protocol car. I did some base topper, cobblestone bases for my Frostgrave. So printed those, designed some of it, printed the rest. I did the rack for my paints, which is on my wall right now. I had a rack before that was on the table. Now those are on the wall. I designed those, printed those as well this year. I did the Ogre Thaumaturge, which was my first GW model ever. And it's still, I mean, I really like it. I built all the Cursed City models. And I painted Jimson, whatever. I 3D printed and painted the Mandalorian, which I don't know where he is, but for the May the Force be with you, that's what I did. I painted one Mandalorian, which is probably somewhere. I don't know. But that was like, hey, might as well do that. Zombicides did all the zombies, the 6 heroes that we've used the most, or 5 or 6 heroes that we use the most. Tons of zombies, not done with the big ones, the zombie brutes. No, the abomination, sorry. I've done one of the abomination, I still have a few to do, but yeah, so those are painted. I've done Beast from Marvel Crisis Protocol, X-Men Beast. Rain in Hell, I printed a whole bunch of demons. Still have got a whole lot of them that are not painted, but I painted, I think, 5. I put 5. Because I wasn't sure. My son is actually working on some printing things that I've done for him. One is all the eyes thing.
Beholder.
Thank you, Beholder.
You're welcome.
So he's done that, and he's done a hyena weird looking thing with a mace and flag mace, and so he wants to use that into his basically he wants to paint those so we can play Rain in Hell. So
nice.
I will give him more of the stuff that I have for him to paint. I mean, he's done a pretty good job. Let me grab it. That's his. So yeah. So yeah. It's not bad. Let me put it. Yeah, it's pretty good. So he's put like blood everywhere because he wanted this guy to be bloody and stuff. So he put like blood streak everywhere. But I mean, yeah, he's done. It's all in contrast paint, but he's done a pretty good job. And right now, like I said, he's doing the Beholder. And so, and he's done some Greek, the weird looking plant kind of thing. So he wants that to be tentacle demon, which makes sense because it's got like tentacles in the top. So, all right, painted Deadpool. I put Bob, but I don't think I painted Bob. I saw him today. No, I never painted Bob. Delete. Oh my goodness. Doctor Strange, Lizard, War Machine, Iron Man, Quicksilver, Falcon, Captain America, Sin, Diorama, Luke versus the Death Troopers, a Baby Yoda, pretty big, which I gave to my wife as well as a gift. Don't remember for what. Luke Cage, one model of Infinity Defiance. When I saw it, I was like, holy shit. She's pretty cool, I think. A metal mini. My first metal mini, which I think turned out really great. Oh, she's out of focus. There we go. So yeah, there you go. Like if you wanna. So that was my first mini. I did the sci-fi base for her, and for the rest of the Infinity Defiance. And you see my camera again went. Anyways, so my camera is gonna do that a couple of times where it just goes off and comes back on. Apparently, that's what it does. But anyways, so the sci-fi base for that. The Curse City base, I also created those. Then more MCP, Omega Red, Carnage, Amazing Spider-Man, Crystal, Kraven the Hunter, Angela Taskmaster, the Space Lizard from Invader Design, which is on our Discord. And he's working on some cool little dudes right now.
Oh yeah, like the little aliens.
Yep. So then I did
very
Domino,
like
Mysterio,
50s pulp sci-fi.
Printed the entire bestiary, which I talked about already, of Frostgrave. So I've done that. I put about 50% done. I mean, when you have like those look super cool. Like they're done. I'm not gonna do anything else. They're supposed to be specters, and like I've put contrast paint on them, and that was it. Like they're Zenithal highlight, contrast paint on them. Looks awesome. Same thing for like a golem like this. He's all like rocks, so same thing. That's pretty much done. The bears are done. Some of the spiders, the Ice Toad are pretty much done. I'm not gonna do anything else. They look weird enough as they are. So yeah, I would say 50% pretty much done. Then printed the entire construction site from Corvus Game Terrain. That was huge. It took me 2-3 months at least to print all of it. 2 kilos of filament to print that. So yeah. Cable, which I painted during the last things. I created those magnetic handles that I have right here. Whoop. So they were based on my previous handle that I made that were screw-in, except those are magnetic. Silver Bayonet, removed all the pudding base on all of them, ended up losing only 2 feet on the same models, which were not my fault. It was a miscast. No, but I mean, it was really a miscast. Like, the way they came apart by themselves, like, literally, like, nothing. Way too thin. But is fixed now. And then painted Veteran Hunter, including the base. I put, because, hey, we need to, like, look. He's got a base, like, with tufts and everything on it. And then printed the Wolves and Werewolves and finished Jean. And the Wolf and Werewolf were the last thing that are basically starting before the end of the year, and I'm still working on it, so yeah. And that's it. And man, when I saw the number of models that I had for like MCP, and I was like, holy moly. I'm like, wow, that's a lot. Like, yeah. And, well, technically, I've built a whole bunch of MCP because I've got Dormammu, who's that? Cleo, Mordo, the Hood, the 2 version of the Hood, Dr. Voodoo, the new version of Doctor Strange, the Ancient One, I don't remember her name, Bob, the Sinister,
the Scarlet Witch, and her name escapes me. It was with Jean. She is one of the lady that also has psychic powers in the X-Men and everything, but she's not. No, she's like an old. She's like the old lady, like her. She's not the ancient one, but she kind of looks like her.
Psylocke.
She's Miss something. It'll come back to me.
Okay.
But yeah.
Pass then.
Yeah, so when I was doing the list, I was like, holy moly, that's a lot of things that I've painted. And then, I mean...
Yeah, man.
No, I'm not.
And
I'm
they're
not
they're
to
all,
that level.
like, most of those
Definitely
are single figures that you're painting up to, like, display quality as well. So
to the best of my ability, yes.
Your display quality. You're painting them up so you can display
definitely
them.
Not.
Yeah.
Well,
they're not
I think
competition
this
quality.
Is the thing. Is like I think that everything
but they
that
are
I've done
higher
prior
than
to
I'm taking this down the gaming store to play.
Kingpin was mostly contrast paint. Like, and then Kingpin, which is definitely not contrast paint. I mean, yeah. Like, he was one of the model, like, one of the first model that I really started putting a lot of work into it. There is no white in this. Like, it's all grays. I started with the dark gray, and I've built it up with all the grays that I had, and, well, mixed with white, but even the highest highlight is not pure white. There is no pure white in that model. And I think that I probably spent 10 hours, if not more, on Kingpin. And then all the models after that are all just layered models. Like, the MCP one I'm talking about, because I mean the rest of them, like all the Frostgrave, if I can grab them, all the Frostgrave that I did are all contrast paint. Like, they actually are mixed. They are a mix of contrast paint and just layering a little bit.
Yeah.
What I did was I tried something new, which was basically doing a first layer of like browns and stuff like that, and then contrast paint on top of that, which ended up not looking great, not looking the way that I wanted. So on a lot of them, I actually ended up going back again with regular paint and re-highlighting everything. And if I had to redo it, I would definitely not do them this way. But I'm pretty happy. I mean, some of them are like this guy. Like, this is not bad quality for like a really quick paint job. You know, like, he's shiny and stuff, and his things is rusty, and they will look good. Like, once, I mean, I've took some pictures in the middle of the terrain that I've had, because the terrain, I mean, let me try to see if I can grab the terrain behind me. Like, and I'm breaking everything. Oh my god. Damn it. Oh my god.
Oh. There goes everything.
There we go. Am I
no.
back in front?
Podcast's broken.
So, like, stuff like this. 3D printed.
Yep.
Like, yeah, you know. I've got tons of those. Like, this one I tried to do some stuff which I didn't like, but tried to do some ink on some of the ties and stuff, and it's like, meh, no. But most of them, like, I'm pretty happy with the terrain. They look awesome on it. Like, all the Frostgrave guys, they look great on them. So, yeah, I took a bunch of pictures, and I have a frozen matte with cobblestone and some frost and stuff for Frostgrave. So I think all of this will look great, So, like I said, I still got a couple that I want to paint. I want to finish the bestiary, which should hopefully not take too long. Should be fine. Okay, your turn.
So,
all right. What did you paint?
Korolok the Jailer.
Yep.
For some reason, a couple of the Nighthaunt kits.
Is he big?
No, it's just a single character who's about that big.
Okay. So he's supposed to be a 30mm, but he's actually 28mm, but he's like 50. Okay, sure.
He's on a 40 or 50mm base.
Okay, all right.
So he's not like small, but he's
yeah. All right.
It's a single character ghost thing.
Okay.
For some reason, they do a couple of those with like a named version, and it's just a slightly different sculpt. I guess when they commissioned that particular line, they got a load of extra ghosts. So they went, those look cool. Let's release them and sell them as well.
Okay.
So he's one of those.
Okay.
So there's a Cairn Wraith, which is another single hero for the ghosts.
Oh, I read Calm Wraith, and I'm like, why is it calm? Alright.
There's a Cairn.
Cairn, okay, yep.
So, like, stack of rocks where you bury someone. 10 Judicators, the Stormcast with the bows from the original line of Stormcast. The Everblaze Comet, which is a endless spell. It's a comet that sits on the ground and goes.
Okay.
Sigmar Fallen Head with a platform on top.
Is it the statue thing?
The Fallen Head statue with the wooden platform and the steps on. It's from the original Warcry terrain set. Cool. Got it in the magazine. So the Hamanado.
So did you start the magazine that last year, or did you have it before?
Year before.
The year before, okay.
Yeah.
And so, but so a lot of the stuff that you painted all the stuff of the magazine that you received.
Yep.
This year.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's all done. All the magazine done.
Cool.
The Hamanado, which is another ender spell. I think the actual name is the Celestine Vortex. But it's
but everybody's calling it the Harmonado?
Because it's a tornado of hammers.
Okay. Well, as long as there's no shark, I mean, who would do such a thing?
No, exactly. A unit of 3 Vanguard Raptors with long strike crossbows. Okay. A unit of 3
Raptors?
Advocators.
Because they're like are they the ones riding the raptors?
Nope, they're dudes on oval bases with big crossbows.
Okay, all right. So why are they called raptors?
Because they're in the they're in the vanguard. They hunt things.
Okay. All right.
Evocators.
I thought they would be on raptors. Yeah, I'm disappointed now.
No.
Okay.
A single Knight Incantor figure. A Celestar Ballista.
Okay.
I put Sequitors, but I didn't put how many, so there's some Sequitors.
Mm-hmm.
Time-worn Ruins set, so that's a load of fallen masonry and rubble and stuff. It's scatter terrain. It makes your table look.
Nice.
The Fast Riders, which is one of the Stormcast Underworld's warbands.
Okay, cool.
A Suffocating Gravetide, so it's one of the original Endless spells. It's a big rolling ground wave of skulls and rubble. Looks kind of cool. Reikenor the Grimhaler, which is a Nighthaunt special character. It's a ghosty boy on a winged steed.
What do you mean winged steed? Is it
it's
a horse? Or?
It's a ghost horse with ghost bat wings.
Okay, cool. That sounds awesome.
It's covered in candles. Looks kind of cool. It's got a sculpted base. It's an easy build kit. To build kit, so it sort of slots together.
Nice.
It's quite nice. Fulminators. So there's 2 of those in a box. They are Stormcast guys on small foot dragons with giant spears.
Okay.
They are apparently quite good in the new book. So
are you gonna?
I've got another 2 of those that will getting bumped up my paint queue.
Okay, cool.
A Lord Ordinator, which is this particular one from the magazine, is a guy with 2 hammers. He stands next to war machines and makes them better. Another 10 chain rasps. Those are small 25mm based ghosts.
Okay.
They just sort of sit
That's
there in
from
large
the
groups to
from
get
the
in the
magazine
way.
too, right? That's
From the magazine.
Yeah, because so the magazine was this year. What was it last year then? If this year was all like Stormcast.
Oh no. This is the magazine went for 80 issues and it finished in August. And it was one issue a week. So
sorry, I saw they did it every year and like a different theme or different warband every year. Okay.
No.
Alright.
Where was I? Lord Ornator, 10 chain rasps, 3 ether wings. So the long strikes come. Vanguard Raptors box comes with a unit of 3 birds, and they help scout out for the raptors. And
is that the one that looks like they look like mini Phoenix? Or not?
Not really. They're the most normal looking animals.
Is that are those like the peacock ones with the long tail feather?
No.
Yeah.
No.
No.
No. Nope. They're just eagles.
They're just eagles. Okay.
They're just eagles. They've got a little ribbon tied around their feet, and that is attaching off of them
like
onto a tree, and that's how it looks like they're flying.
Cool.
Unit of 5 hex wraiths, which is ghost skeletons on ghost.
So you have
forces.
A ghost army now, basically. That's what you're saying.
I do. And
are you gonna do something with it, or
see if anybody in the club wants it?
Seriously, you don't even want to try to play with them?
Nah.
Why not?
I just don't like them.
Are you a ghost racist?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Knight of Shrouds on foot.
Alright.
A Dias Arcanum, which is the last of the Stormcast Eternals enter spell. It's a little disc that you can summon that your wizard can go on that makes him move faster.
Okay.
Garda Steel Soul, which is, that guy who's next to me there.
No, the other side.
The other side, that side.
Yeah, that side.
That's Gardas.
Okay.
He's the guy doing the superhero landing on his model.
Oh, yeah. So do you have the superhero landing model thing?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
It's over there in the box.
Was that before we started doing the podcast then?
Oh, yeah.
Because, I've never seen you, like, either paint or I've never seen it. Alright, cool.
A lot of this is...
Shit.
I think...
No, but
this
I mean, like, you've painted
next unit...
You've painted some stuff on the podcast, but I've seen... I was...
The next unit is where I start remember having painted this stuff on stream.
Oh, yeah. Alright.
So we've got the Evocators on Dracolines.
Yep.
Which are mounted Wizard Knights. Another 3 Ether Wings. 10 Liberators. So your standard bog basic hammer and shield Stormcast guys.
Yep.
Silas Beastbane, the Store Anniversary model with the hammer axe and the Minotaur head that I won a painting competition to get featured as the profile image for the local Games Workshop.
Cool.
Actually, no, it wasn't a painting competition. It was guess how many models are in this jar. And I was like the second or third person in the store that morning. And I looked at the jar and I pulled a random number out my butt. And the guy behind the till went, "Really?" And I went, "Yep."
He's like,
and
"Good job."
That really should have given me a clue.
That's cool.
Silas Beastbane. Bladegeist Revenants. Spooky ghosts with big swords.
Yeah.
Grimghast Reapers. Spooky ghosts with scythes.
Yeah, those are cool. I like those.
Yeah.
So do they have the zipper on the back? That's a pain. Are those the ones? Because I always heard that the ghost people will always have that zipper on the back. That's a pain too. Like they have a big seam line.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those are the ones.
Most of them, yeah.
Most of them, yeah.
Another set of terrain from the magazine. So a dais with a bridge and some braziers.
Okay.
So it's just a random set of terrain from the Enduring Storm Vault set, I want to say. Sigmar statue. So the man himself stood there with his hammer and his orb and stuff. I've got a lot of those from the magazine. Another 5 Judicators from the magazine. So 5 guys with bows.
Yep, those I've seen.
Another set of Bladegeist Revenants.
More ghosty dudes.
Kurdos Valentian. He's a Nighthaunt special character. He's on a big throne. He's got 2 ghosts coming over the side. One with a big flag. One with a 2T ghost horn.
Okay.
Asteris...
is that the chariot thing?
No.
No. Okay. Did you do the chariot thing? Yeah, you did the chariot.
That's coming up, buddy.
Okay. Like, the chariot thing.
Asterius Soulblight. So that's a named, easy to build. She's a Lord Arcanum on Dracoline, I believe.
Okay. Dracoline are the walking dragons, right?
Dracolines are the
Walking
cat
ones.
dragon.
Yeah.
Cat dragons.
Yeah. That's the one.
Dracoths are the big walking dragons. Draconith are the new dragons.
Okay, which are the flying...
Which are the flying ones?
Normal dragon.
Normal dragons. The more classical dragons.
The more classical dragon, yeah. Okay.
2 Gryph-hound statues.
Okay.
A Knight Zephyros.
Okay.
Which is a Stormcast character with 2 axes. She runs at people and hits them with that. And at this point, we're starting to get into painting Dominion. So we've got the Stormcast Eternal Praetors, which I painted on the podcast.
What about the SC whatever?
Stormcast Eternal Praetors.
Okay. Like, abbreviation.
I specified Stormcast Eternals because Praetor is a different kind of thing in Horus Heresy. So, just so I didn't confuse myself. Lady Alinda.
Okay.
The big, fragile ghost bride lady.
Okay, yep.
Who, every time you touch, she goes... boing.
Boing, boing, yeah. I have a few MCP models that are wobbly.
Yep. Another 2x3 long strikes. So it's another set of Vanguard Raptors with long strikes. 5 Decimators. So it's heavily armoured Stormcast with maces. The Mortis Engine.
Which is the card thingy with the ghost.
Yep. The Annihilators from Dominion. So
the big hammers.
3 guys with the big hammers and the big shields and the big shoulders. The Celestant Prime.
Yep.
MC Hammer himself, prime time. Big wings, big swirly thing. I did a really good job with him. I'm very happy with that. Back to Dominion with the Knight Arcanum. Indrasta. The Lord Imperator with Gryph-hound. The Knight Vexilla with the Banner of Apotheosis. And the 10 Vindictors. That was Dominion done. And then in the last month, I did Vandus Hammerhand on his Dracoth. And Bastion Carthalos, Chad Hammer himself.
And then
And then
secret stuff.
2 times 5 of those, 1 times 10 of those, 1 times 10 of those, 1 of those, 1 of those, 1 of those, and 10 of the others. That
Cool.
are almost done, and almost this piece of terrain, but that's this year, so
That's a lot, dude.
we don't care. So that's
Yeah.
quite possibly 2 actual armies.
That's quite a lot of things. So awesome.
And that
Good job. Yeah. So are you happy?
is the way the cookie crumbles. Yeah. I
With
mean,
your hobby.
a lot of the stuff that I was doing with the magazine was I was setting myself the goal of getting stuff painted by a certain point.
Yeah, by
So
the
when
time
it's-
you receive the next thing, you should
So
have painted
because I was subscribed, I got 4 issues at once. So I got 4 issues a month rather than 1 issue every week.
Yeah.
So I was trying to get everything done from that delivery in a month. Didn't always get it done. Got it done more times than I didn't. But I had a goal to get it stuff painted by a certain
No,
time.
and you got it all painted by
And
now.
it's all
so-
painted now. Yeah.
So,
So
that's pretty
the
cool.
only thing is I've now not got that this year. So
Why? They stopped it, or...
the magazine's finished.
Oh, shit.
Ran
thought-
for 80 issues and finished.
I mean, come on. That sucks.
That the company has now put another magazine out that's a second 40k magazine.
And you don't...
So I looked at that and went,
Nope.
don't care.
Yeah, I figured.
So that's
That sucks.
15 to 20 issues in now. So like this time next year, they'll have finished that and they'll be probably looking at starting up another AOS one.
Okay.
That, depending on what's in it, I might be interested in. But
Right now, yeah, it's not...
right now, I've got quite a lot of stuff that I need to get done. So I'm probably not going with that.
Well, so what do you think? You think you're over-delivered, under-delivered, or pretty much what you thought you were going to do?
I'm happy with the amount of stuff that I got painted this year.
Oh, that's good.
There's a lot of stuff in that list doesn't include stuff that I built, primed, and put in a box to get painted. That's just finished projects.
Yeah,
So-
I have a lot of those. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Everybody has a lot of those. Just not. I have a lot of built model. I have a lot of prime model. I have a lot of printed model that still need some TLC and me deciding to go like, okay, yeah, me paint those stuff and just be done. Or like I said to my kids so that I don't use the S word. Stuff. Because there's a lot of stuff. But yeah. Yeah.
Do we want to do the news?
Do we want to do the news? Do you want to do the news? Go for it.
Okay, so
I got some weird news, so.
have you looked at any of these yet?
Probably. I do have I'm on the Warhammer community newsletter thing, so I do actually. Shit. Oh, and I'm hoping that was not what crashed Skype before. Let me not. So, let me just look straight from my phone. That's gonna be the easiest way. Ba-doink! The first one. Give me the first one.
So the first one that they put a video out with some like sneaky peeks of some of the stuff that's coming out this year.
Oh yeah.
And by sneaky peeks, they had a load of models on a turntable, and they showed you like
super
a
zoomed
foot-
in,
a foot
like
as it
one
foot
little,
as it rotates by.
one little detail, super closed in, blah
Yeah.
blah blah. Yeah, I've seen,
So, like-
so yeah.
if you're familiar
What
with
do
some
you-
of the model ranges and the designs, you
So
can
yeah,
kind
so
of
what do
guess
you
where
think?
stuff's
So
going.
what's the rumor engine saying basically?
Looks like a lot of 40k stuff.
Okay. Which super, yeah,
Neat.
Who cares? No, I'm just kidding.
I'm not particularly excited about the
Well,
40k stuff. I've not looked at it hard enough to go, "Oh, that might be an AOS thing." But
So yeah, well, when you start having chimneys and things like that, you're just kind of going, yeah, that's not gonna be. Well, it could be some like dwarf thing, right? No, because they have like not. They have construct and things like this that have.
yeah, there's the steampunk dwarves.
Yeah. Those are in AOS, right?
They are.
So
They
could be.
fly blimps.
Yeah, so they could be.
Could be.
Well,
There is some dwarf stuff coming.
yeah, the fire
that's-
dwarf with the sea elf.
Yep.
Is that the one?
Yeah. So there was a battle box that was previewed New Year's Day.
But okay,
so
so let me see.
That's the third one.
Yeah, I'm looking at the second one, which is the miniature of the year. So which one is the miniature of the year?
The miniature of the year at the bottom of that is
Belakor.
Belakor, the Dark Master.
Yeah, that's a cool mini.
Yeah. So
it's a bit big to play Rain in Hell, but it would be an awesome.
Oh, his base is about that big.
Yeah,
He's a large boy.
it's huge. All right. Well,
There's been a bit of a running joke in the AOS community for the last few years that the last few years that they've done a miniature of the year, it's always gone to a 40k model.
Yeah. Oh, all right. Oh.
Rather than an AOS model.
It's good that this time was an AOS. Is it an AOS? No?
Except
it's both.
That there's two build options with him. So his base, you can either have a dead Space Marine or a dead Chaos Warrior laying on.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. He's both.
And
he can be both.
One of the chains on his wings can have a Space Marine helmet on or a skull on.
That sucks, man. So it's still technically a 40k. So
the AOS community I want to lead the charge of the AOS community and say this is our win. You can't take it from us.
Go away.
Belakor was a fantasy character before he was ever in 40k. Don't take this from us, please. We beg you. This is all we've got.
Do that.
But yeah,
All right, well, that's good.
There's some 40k models.
And then it's funny that
top five.
It's funny that the crab still got second place, man. I'm just laughing. It's awesome.
Technically, the warband got second place, but they're leaning into the meme and going the crab and also the rest of the warband.
Well, yeah, because everybody went crazy for that crab for some.
Oh yeah, crab.
It's funny.
My Twitter handle had crabs in it for a month.
All right, so
May was a weird time.
The next one is the Deep.
Ancient Grud boils over in Fury of the Deep, the next Warhammer Age of Sigmar battle box.
So yeah, I like the Sea Elves.
Yep. So the battle boxes are a way to sort of get like a small army in, and we're probably going to get a new book for both of those armies around the same time that comes out. So they tend to sweeten.
I never liked the dwarves.
Those dwarves. Nobody, in fact, likes those dwarves because they are, I believe, one kit to build two different infantry options, 4 characters who all look exactly the same, and a character on a monster that you can't take the monster separately.
Well, I'm not. Yeah, and again, like I'm not talking about.
It all looks the same.
I'm not even talking about that. Like I'm talking about. I just don't like the aesthetic.
Oh, they're just.
Like you see, I have. Like you don't like the Ghosty Boys. I like their aesthetic. Like for Ghosty Boys, they're cool.
I like the models.
Yeah.
They look
You
great.
just don't like playing with them. They're not.
Nah.
They will not be what you would play with. Okay, yeah.
No.
But yeah, all right. Well,
Their play style is not my play style.
the
So
elves are okay.
there's two new heroes in there. There's a hero for the Fire Slayers. There's a hero for the Idoneth. They kind of look boring.
Oh, I did not see that one. Cool.
After that, we've got something that is not relevant now. So they're re-releasing all the models that were in the 3rd edition 40k box set, starter box, on Made to Order.
Okay.
So it's some Space Marines, a Land Raider, and the old Dark Eldar warrior sculpts.
No.
I don't know.
Is that the 3rd one?
That's 0.4. That's the one in the middle that's not a hyperlink.
Okay, because the next hyperlink, I did not see that one, so I was surprised.
Do a JG live react.
Yeah, I like it. This is why I was surprised.
There are two models on there.
Yep.
There's the Inquisitor and the Gut Ripper boss.
The Inquisitor looks cool. I like it.
Yeah, stabbing a book.
Yeah.
Getting the demon out of the book.
Which is okay. Yeah. Okay, makes sense now. And the other one looks okay. Does it have multiple heads? Except or just that big helmet thing?
If they haven't shown multiple heads in that article, then probably not.
That's too bad. Yeah. But yeah, no, I like him. I like those two. They're okay. They're nice. Yeah. Okay.
Yesterday.
Oh, my trouble seems so far away. No, that's not. Okay, yesterday.
Yesterday they announced some new plastic Eldar-Guardians. And the community...
Oh, is that the red dudes? Yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
The space elves, basically. That's
space elves.
Right? Yeah. Okay.
They're the less bad space elves.
Okay, sure.
This is 40k, there are no good guys.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
They're the ones who aren't actively trying to kill you and torture you.
Okay, yeah.
No, they're not trying to actively kill you and torture you. They just
do it because they
don't want you. They just don't want you to live where you're living, and would rather you not be on that planet at all.
Okay, yeah.
So they'll kill you. They just won't torture you first.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice of them.
Yeah. So this is an update to like a 15-year-old kit. So
okay.
There's going to be other new.
There's some nice models in there.
There's going to be some other new Eldar kits revealed throughout the next couple of weeks. A lot of those were in the sneak peek video.
Okay. Like part of them were in the sneak peek thing. Okay. Makes sense.
So, people are saying there's going to be one of the Phoenix Lord characters is going to get a new update, and the Avatar of Cain get a new update, which is nice because that model deserves better. And the last thing I've got on my list is Ian Livingstone, who co-founded Games Workshop.
Yep.
He's just not been at the company for a long time, but he co-founded it. Writer of a lot of the fighting fantasy choose your own adventure novels. Got bumped up from an OBE or whatever he was on to like a full knighthood, so he's now Sir in Livingstone. The interesting thing to see on that is a lot of people complaining about how you're charging people through the nose for resculpt of blah 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 blah, and you get a knighthood. It's like
it's not him anymore. He hasn't been there.
It's not him at the. No, he's not been at the company for decades. Chill.
People.
He's been writing
Just-
choose your own adventure books and board games.
Before you start complaining and blah blah blah, just read a little bit.
Yeah,
Even
he's
I,
not of the
even
company.
I knew that.
Chill out.
Like I saw the article and
Calm.
I went and I actually read the article.
Yeah. Don't read the comments. And that's my news.
All right.
That's me. I'm done.
All right. So the Silver Bayonet, and I talked about this. They have Wave 2 coming in on the 22nd of January. It's being released, and it's gonna be basically the Russian, the Prussian, and the Austrian units. They've been already put multiple places. I've put them as where you can see the figures. I think the Russians are the ones that I've seen painted. The Prussian and Austrian, the ones they have on their site, are still not painted, so we'll see. There is Wave 3 coming in February 22nd, and those are the monsters. When I did my order of the Wave 2, I did buy a couple of monsters. I don't remember. No, I got the Brigand, and I've got the Spectre dog, whatever, and something else, I think. But anyways, so that's the one I did. Then there are coming up with the monster on Wave 3 that is going to be Ancient Vampires, Goblin, Living Scarecrow, Revenants. So really interesting in the Revenants because it's hard to find Napoleon figures zombies. Basically, that's what Revenants are. So
Yeah.
So those are a little bit difficult to find. So that's my issue right now, is that I was trying to look at how to make those, and there is a lot of things that you can do, but it's kind of a pain because you need to take models and then take other models of zombies and switch the two and blah 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 and all this stuff. But anyway, so yeah,
Kit bash your own zombies.
yeah. So I'm gonna see what they come up with for the Revenant. I've seen the Vampire, I've seen the Goblins. Both of them I really like. Living Scarecrow also was one of the ones that I had a hard time even finding like a STL of. So that was one of the ones. Like, I mean, wolves. I found those wolves. They're really cool. 4 different posture, I think. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 4. 4 different sculpt, like running, jumping, blah blah blah. So those were easy to find. Werewolves, I did pay for those because I thought the sculpt were really cool and they really work really well. Like they're kind of like the same mane as the wolves, so I thought they worked really well as a group. But so yeah, the Living Scarecrow is something that I'm really interested in. The Vampire was the same, like finding a vampire that's more aristocratic. I think they did like kind of a Victorian aristocratic vampire type thing, which I think is really cool. There's just 2 of them, but they're really cool. Hulkbuster, Miss Marvel coming in January. I've been already charged for them. I'm just waiting. I think they're coming in this week because they should be coming out this Friday. So I'm really looking forward to those. They looked freaking awesome. Now, today we got confirmed Nick Fury with S.H.I.E.L.D. agents. And there's 3 dudes on a single base, and pictures will pop up. They look okay. They look pretty good. When we were doing the recording, I saw a pop-up saying that Atomy's Mask Game went live for one of their stream that they do. So I will probably check that stream because they might actually talk about this and the new rules for the minions and stuff like that, which we've talked in the previous podcast. So I want to see how that pans out and the backlash of people Well, some people are happy to see it. I don't mind at all. Some people are pissed off, I know for sure, because it's always the same anyway.
Because it's the internet.
Yeah. Now, in this kit, it does come with an affiliation card, which is Shield. And it comes with 10 tactic cards. And I was like, holy moly, 10? Like, that's a lot of freaking tactic cards. And I was really surprised because usually it does not come with that many. Like, you don't have that many in a single box. So I don't know why there's so many. So that is definitely something that I would like to see. I mean, Team Tactic cards, Eye in the Sky. So, like, that's probably from the Helicarrier Strike, Reposition, Defensive Prototype. Battlefield Medicine is one that's already exists, I believe, or it's going to be similar to one that's already exists. Hard Reset, Sitrep, Life Model Decoy, that's a weird one, and the Initiative and the Shield Mobile, which I want to see the card because it's probably the car, so it's awesome. So yeah, also in one of the pictures that they've put where you could see Nick Fury and the Shield agents in the same picture, one of the Shield agent is coming down from, like, is using a rope to come down. And so, yeah, it's at first I was like, that's kind of weird. And then on the picture, you can see in the background that there is a Quinjet in the background. And you can see the back of the side, well, one of the wing and the back of the Quinjet, which I thought was really cool. Because that means that probably that Quinjet is going to be as a terrain piece, probably. So that would be pretty cool. Now, there was one before, which was the Blackbird for the X-Men in the commercial that they did, 90s style commercial. The kid was holding a Blackbird, and everybody went, oh, Blackbird! And so when I saw this one, I'm like, Quinjet! And so I would like the Quinjet. Now, that's pretty much my news as far as MCP is concerned and minis. Now, there is two other news that I thought was pretty funny. So there is a game called Love Letter, and it's a card game where I think it's a trick-taking game, basically, but it's a card game.
Social deduction game.
Kind of thing, yeah. And so they are doing the same thing with Jabba's Star Wars, Jabba's Palace. Thank you. So they're doing that as a love letter because they've done love letter for pretty much a whole bunch of different IPs and stuff. But yeah, so I thought that was pretty funny. And then I am currently reading Dragonlance to my kids. Well, to one of my kids, because what we do is with my wife is we read to each kid, like one night one kid, one night the other kid. So my son, I'm reading, well, I went back to Musashi, which you might know, Miyamoto Musashi. Yep. So I went back to that. We took a little break because it's a huge book. So we took a little break and we were reading.
It's quite heavy as well. Yeah. It's not like easy to get through.
I'm skipping some of the reading when it's talk about some stuff, but anyways,
it's right and proper to cut people's heads off.
That does, yeah. I'm don't really have an issue with that. I'm more of an issue with rape and things like this.
Oh yeah.
So those I kind of like try to not. I try to cut those a little bit when I read them. Like, let's skip that. So, but anyway, so we took a break reading this. We read some of the Star Wars and Marvel Crisis Protocol because there is a book, so we read that book as well. And I just started again to read this one. And my daughter have been reading basically all three of the Dragonlance Chronicle. So I read, we're on book 3 now, probably midway book 3. And so they are saying that they are going to come with new books in 2022. A Dragonlance, Return to Dragonlance, new novel in 2022. So I thought that was pretty cool.
I think I saw something about that where
Yeah,
I think
so
Margaret Weiss is allowed to use the actual Dragonlance logo again.
But
There's been some
reading,
weird
yeah.
copyright sort of crap going on with that. So
No, and like I said, like I went to those because I've never read them before, so I decided to start reading those. I started reading Vanguard, which was, man, that was weird. It's in a weird world where a big mist came out of a crack in the earth and started infecting people, but turning them into, like, basically those were the souls of monsters that basically infected people and turned them into weird, deformed looking crap. And there is like an order of night, and one of those guys is there. He's a mute, and he's got like a baby with him, and we don't know where that baby comes from, and blah blah blah. And he walks with that baby, and he's protecting it, and he's fighting those weird monsters. And it's starting getting, like, it was alright, but it was a bit, like, when you talk about heavy, that was really heavy. To the point where I'm like, yeah, I'm done. I don't want to read it anymore, so I'm like, yeah, I'm just not gonna go there. But yeah, so when I saw that they were doing this, I'm like, oh, that's funny, because I've been reading those to my daughter. So yeah, I was like, yeah. So yeah. And that's it. That's my news. So
are we done?
Yeah, we're done with the news. Look at that.
Cool. So let's have a look at what I've been painting. So we've got, I think I finished my Nexus Siphon.
Alright, cool. Oh, is
So
that the...
I'm going to hold it up for you.
Yeah.
Hold it up for the... Yeah, where's the camera? There we are.
That's nice. Yeah, that looks good.
So, shades, dry brushes.
Yeah, cool.
So, all of that. And then I've started getting the brickwork and stuff done on these Guardian idols. So...
Alright, cool.
So I painted the grey on those at the same time I was doing some stuff for the Nexus Siphon, the first episode we were recording that. So because I just did the shades on those when we started, moved on to some of this so that I could keep painting and not just sit there and watching shades dry, because that's not fun.
Yeah. Well, my little guy is so let me show it to you with the red cape, and this is what I was talking about. You see, like, the front.
That is absolutely not in focus, so I'll take your word for it.
Is that better?
Absolutely not.
Alright, well.
I will look at the pictures on Twitter later.
Yeah, I think he looks good. I will need to put on the magnifying glasses to do his face, because I cannot see squat. I don't even have my regular, well, I was gonna say painting glasses, but not just whatever you do, close work glasses, because I'm getting old and I cannot see from up close anymore. So yeah, I will need to definitely, well, I need to paint the color and everything, and work on his face, and that I'll do with my glasses, because I cannot, like, right now I cannot tell. But I'm happy. Right now there's only like one coat on everything. I will definitely highlight all the black and everything on his trench coat with some gray, and I will do the reds also. I will highlight with some higher, like, lighter red, and do the highlights on his coat. Other than that, I'm really happy. Like, I made good progress in so yeah, it's pretty cool. He's awesome. I mean, I love the sculpt, as always. I mean, they've got some really great sculpt MCP. So yeah, cannot wait to. So that's what I was looking at. The 3 characters on the same base, and I was surprised because they're not that bad. Like, I was expecting, because there are 3 characters, I was expecting them to be like less details or something, but no, they look okay. They're not super dynamic. Like, you've seen the you've seen the thing. They're not, like, they're not super dynamic, but they don't look bad.
Yeah,
so.
There's one guy with a gun up, one guy talking into an earphone,
Yeah,
and
it's like,
one guy rappelling down.
Yeah, the rappelling down guy is probably like the most complex in a way, but other than that, like, I mean, they're not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you could argue they're minions, so they're supposed to be background characters. So
Yeah. They're not. Yeah.
They're not there to detract from the heroes.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. So,
Cool.
But yeah, no, they don't look bad. What's his name? Fury is pointing, and he's got this coat flying a little bit, so he looks okay as well. So yeah, no, all in all, yeah, it's not bad, definitely.
Good.
If they have announced this one, then we should get the announcement of what's the other one?
Hydra, AIM.
Well, the one that they were talking about was Elektra's ninjas.
Okay.
With something Daredevil, which I think was the evil Daredevil. So he's like
Daredevil.
He's like an evil version of Daredevil, basically.
Okay.
So he's like, he's from, like, I don't know if it's an alternate thing or I'm not sure, but yeah, he's not, like, because I was like, why is Daredevil with Elektra's ninja when technically, like, Elektra, she's not bad, but like, she's
morally
not
flexible.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I was like, yeah. So, yeah. Well, we'll see. But yeah, I'm not sure. I need to definitely to read more on this and just like be like, yeah, just see what's going on. But yeah, it's supposed to be the next one coming out, so that's gonna be Shadowland. I think it's called, Shadowland Daredevil, and so Shadowland. That's probably why. And then they were saying, Hydra agents. Not sure with whom they'll put though, because the Red Skull is already out, so I don't think they could put with. They might do a new Red Skull. That would be possible as well. So not sure exactly what they want to do. We'll see. But yeah, I will definitely try to catch up on the stream that they just posted and see if they actually talk about the new rules and how they will work and all this, because they will need to update the rules or do erratas or just their card is going to tell us how they behave.
Mm.
But that means also that now they're going to be, like, for sure, like, all the minions are going to be attached to a specific character, because then you cannot have, like, you will not be able to have Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. with, I don't know if, like, you could take a Captain America and then take just the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. as minions attached to him, increase his power in a way, and have those act blah blah blah. So I don't know if you could do something like this. You see what I mean? Like, detach them from Nick Fury and attach them to another character who will be the same affiliation. Because, I mean, you got Romanoff. There is a one that's called literally Black Widow, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. So there is Hawkeye also. There is the Captain America, the original one. He was an agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. So there's a bunch of characters that could potentially have those minions attached to them. So I don't know if that's going to be even a possibility. But anyways. Well, that's going to be a long recording. That's going to be a long freaking editing because of all the phone calls that I've got. Yay! In case you missed those because there's going to be cuts in the videos where...
Yeah, so just for so that you guys at home know the pain that JG's going to have to go through. My Audacity recording is currently at 2 hours and 15 minutes.
Yep. But out of that, probably 20-something minutes is me talking on the phone, Skype crashing. I don't know, It looks like it was my side, by the way. So.
Oh yeah, because I tried calling you back and it was like, I was online.
Yeah, I was completely frozen. I couldn't do anything. So I was like, yay, awesome. Now I'm looking at...
Good 5 minutes of that was us waffling before we started.
Well, hopefully the thing actually managed to record properly. Which, hopefully...
I mean, same on my end, hopefully. Hopefully there's not just a picture of me going underneath my face cam for 2 hours. So, fingers crossed.
Yeah, I'm scared that the whole first part is not recorded. Oh, that would be sucky as hell.
Technology, not even once.
Yeah, that would suck. Well, we would have the audio, but we would not have... Well, and we won't have, like, our faces, which still doesn't really matter, but yeah. So you might just miss our faces for half of the freaking thing. Because of this... Anyways. Alright, well, thank you, everybody.
Thanks for listening.
Thank you for listening. Watching our hands and what we painted, at least. For sure.
Maybe our faces.
Because those recorded.
Maybe my hands.
Yeah. Well, I got 2 hours 17 of me actually recording my painting, so at least you'll see that. Woohoo! You might not see our faces because I don't know what the Skype thing did. Yeah. Skype. Awesome.
Yeah.
Anyways. Alright, well...
Cool.
I'll
like,
try
comment,
to
subscribe.
Yeah, like, comment, subscribe. I'll try to have this out on Friday, as usual. Might not happen because school has started again, and it's getting a bit crazy with the kids and the homeworks and the stuff, and so we'll see. But yeah,
join the Discord.
Really happy with this guy.
Follow us on Twitter,
and yeah, do all the Twitter thing, Facebook. Discord, should be all the links below, and just enjoy, keep
paint stuff,
keep doing the hobby streak. Hopefully, people that just started, you'll by the time you watch this, you're still on it. It'll be almost a week. Like it will be a week, yeah. So come on, keep going.
We believe in you.
Then, talk to you all. All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye, Liam. Bye.
See you later.